So I've been sat round there all this time, yet you decide to come and talk to me when I'm leaving.
Okay. Well, if you're going back to me, you're under arrest for Section 4A public order offence.
Just give us your camera.
I'll explain a second.
Listen, all I'm going to say is, do you guys really want to do this?
Yes, we do.
Right, you're arresting me for what offence?
Section 4A public order.
Public order for what? Taking pictures?
Hang on
a minute. Are you body cam on? Are you recording? Can you identify yourself, please? All of you.
PC 692.
PC 1823.
870.
Sergeant.
1823.
1823.
Yeah. Put your hands to your back then.
Hands to your back, mate.
Is this really necessary?
At the minute, we don't know if you're carrying anything that might harm us. We don't know anything about you.
Oh, that's
Can't see your face, so just out of precaution.
All right, let me just speak. That's a fair comment. I'll let you have that.
Right, yeah,
but I don't have anything what's going to harm you.
Everybody says that to us, don't they, mate?
And I'm actually just going to go in lobby, because it's a beautiful lobby. Yeah. I'm going to get some, because I ain't got any stills.
My colleague's going to tell you the circumstances for why you've been arrested.
Am I being arrested or being detained?
Been arrested, I've set the caution.
Arrested?
Yeah.
Well, what have I done wrong?
Are you with the caution?
Public order.
Do you know the caution again, or are you?
Well, what have I done? Tell me what I've done.
There's been a member of the public who you've apparently been shouting at, calling him a muppet.
Right, a muppet, yeah, and?
You caused him alarm and distress.
She's very upset about it.
Well, I'm gonna be straight with you guys now.
Don't forget you're under caution.
You're under caution.
I can feel you shaking. I can feel you shaking. Calm down. Calm down. You are shaking.
Right, you've got your rights.
I'm going to tell you now.
Should we go into the office?
Calling somebody a muppet.
Look at this scene. 4, even 5 police officers surrounding and handcuffing one man. What was his crime? Not assault, not theft, not violence. His crime was that a member of the public accused him of calling them a muppet. Yes, just one word. This is the moment when people need to ask, is Britain still a free democracy, or has it slid into a 2-tier Stasi Gestapo police state? Because when the police can mobilize in numbers to arrest someone over a petty insult, while serious crime runs rampant, it's obvious that free speech is no longer protected. This isn't just an isolated incident. It's a symptom of a deeper imbalance, a justice system transforming into a tool of intimidation, where hurt feelings are given more weight than actual justice. And once mere words are enough to put you in handcuffs, what's to stop them from criminalizing every form of dissent?
Well, an East African illegal migrant with no job, living off of universal credit, has had a big property upgrade. He's now gone from living in a newly refurbished studio apartment to a 4-bedroom house. Why? Because he brought his entire family to the United Kingdom through the refugee family reunion route, and his studio apartment, given to him by the council on a quiet, leafy street, simply wasn't big enough for his entire family, and of course, neighbours complained about the noise. Yvette Cooper said this was unsustainable.
And some councils are finding that more than a quarter of their family homelessness applications are linked to refugee family reunion. That is not sustainable.
Well, unlike you or I, the council couldn't throw him and his family out. This meant they all went straight to the top of the housing queue, jumping over the heads of at least 2,000 locals to nab a 4-bedroom house. Well, this particular illegal migrant allegedly has no job and, of course, living on universal credit, and no one in his entire family can speak a single word of English. His children also need schooling, and his wife requires medical attention. This is not an isolated case. A record 20,817 refugee family reunion visas were issued in the year to June 2025 to spouses and children, mainly to Syrians, Iranians, Afghans and Sudanese. That number was less than 4,000 before the pandemic. I wonder what's caused the surge in these migrants coming to Britain. I'm sure some of them haven't told their family and friends about the 4-bedroom house, free healthcare and schooling for their children they're getting. Well, it shouldn't come as any surprise that Shabana Mahmood, the newly anointed Home Secretary, has said that the UK could suspend visas from countries that do not play ball and agree to return deals for migrants.
We think that there is interesting space for collaboration, particularly on how we deal with countries who do not take their citizens back. So making sure that we are able to return out of our countries people who have no right to be in our countries and send them back to their home countries. So for the countries that do not play ball, we've been talking about how we can take much more coordinated action between the Five Eyes countries. And for us, that means including possibly the cutting of visas in the future.
Yeah, all right, but to be honest with you, I don't think this should be used as leverage in the first place. This is an atrocious incentive for illegal migrants and clearly a huge part of the problem we face in this country. It is a slap in the face to every single hard-up or hard-working British person who is desperate for a home. Why should any of us have to fork up tens of thousands of pounds for, let's say, a one-bedroom flat in London, and some bloke who can't speak English, hasn't worked a day in his life, and is already a net drain on our economy, gets to automatically bring his entire family here and gets rewarded for that with a 4-bedroom house? It's utterly insane. On top of all of that, we now know the French government has collapsed, what, for the 5th time again? So this means all that legislation about changes to French border patrol wading in the water to stop the small boats looks like it's going to be ground to a halt. And with 30,000 migrants arriving in the last year, and with the knowledge that a further 20,000 illegal migrant family members are also legally flooding into the country, how much longer can Brits like you and me tolerate being second-class citizens in your own country?
If this story doesn't make your blood boil, nothing will. An illegal migrant already on universal credit somehow manages to bring his entire family into Britain, leapfrogging over 2,000 locals on the housing list, and walks straight into a 4-bedroom house. No job, no English, no contribution, and apparently no shame. While ordinary British families, people who've paid into the system their entire lives, are left sleeping in cars or crammed into temporary shelters, the state bends over backwards to accommodate someone who broke the rules from day one. This isn't just about one family, it's about a system that punishes the people it's supposed to protect. The very idea of fairness has been thrown out the window. Locals are told to be patient, to wait their turn, to make do with less, while newcomers are handed the keys to the very homes that taxpayers funded. That's not compassion. That's not compassion. That's betrayal. And every time this happens, trust in government crumbles a little more because people see the truth with their own eyes. Britain's priorities are upside down, and its citizens are paying the price.